Nobody in their right mind, I don't think it polls well. I don't think the American populace wants it. Giving illegals free government paid healthcare. But of course, that didn't stop blue states like Illinois, California, Minnesota from doing so. Turns out when the bill comes due, they're not super stoked about it. J.B. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, repealed undocumented adults, illegal aliens, from 42 to 64 because the benefits expected to cost $112 million easily ballooned up to over $800 million. Gavin Newsom, California Medi-Cal was $6.2 billion over its budget this last year, all thanks to illegals on healthcare. Tim Walz is doing the same thing in Minnesota. Muriel Bowser in D.C. Jillian, at a certain point, you got to pay the bill, and libs with their pie in the sky, look at, we're going to give everybody everything, are realizing that and rolling it back. You think there's going to be protests in the streets for taking away the healthcare of the poor illegals?
No, I mean, but you're right. Mathing. Just in those three states, sorry, Minnesota, Illinois, and California, it's over 10 billion they're spending in this illegal Medicaid. And I just want to remind the Democrats that this whole illegal immigration thing was an 80-20 issue. These protests and this fight to keep them on, funded by the taxpayer dime, that's a losing issue. And maybe you could just be on the right side of history here and be like, hey, let's not put this burden on the American taxpayers. And I know for Californians, especially strenuous, you have almost 30% of their population are illegals. This is absolutely nuts. And I see why Gavin Newsom wants to defend them, because that's so much of his population. But it's absolutely ridiculous. It's not fair to the American taxpayer. And I think as a nation, we spoke up in November to say, hey, they are not our burden anymore. Not the ones doing the crimes, not the ones costing us money. They are not our burden, and we do not want them to be our burden any longer. So I love that it's happening to three of the most wacky liberal governors. I just love it.
Yeah, right. Adrian, math, you can't argue against math here. And especially in states that you have to balance the budget like California. Your thoughts of them having to, again, just horribly take away the health care for the poor illegal immigrants that they can't afford and nobody wants.
Yeah, these are not conservative strongholds. So if they're rolling it back, it's unsustainable. I mean, we've been saying this for a while, but you can't afford to put illegal immigrants in unlimited healthcare tabs while Americans are waiting in line. This should never be a controversial issue. Like Jillian said, it was an 80-20 issue. So I'm happy to see that this is finally rolling out, but I just hate that it's always like, they're always coming, like, they can't just see it when we're saying it, right? They got to figure it out on their own and go into debt over it. It's like, I mean.
Yeah, it's sad to see the people in those states like myself suffer, but also I think it's probably pretty fun to watch from the outside and go, oh yeah, sounds good, doesn't work. I feel like there was a president that said that a while ago, but I can't remember his name, but it'll come to me